Now, you just flew in yesterday.
Yeah.
How does returning home really make this more of a reality?
Oh man, you know what? It's been a few days now since my tournament, so it's slowly sinking in. And I had a whole bunch of people greet me at the airport, and oh man, it feels incredible. It's like I'm really doing it. Like this is a dream I've had for as long as I can remember,
Yeah.
and no, it's just an incredible feeling.
Did you know going in that this could be the outcome?
I mean, I would love for that to have been the outcome, but going in, I mean, this is the hardest way to qualify. It was really the last spot on that Olympic team. There's only 16 athletes in my weight class that go to the Olympics, right? And there's a whole bunch of countries fighting for those 16 spots. So this qualifier was really the last available spot that I got for that bronze medal.
So you were surprised.
Yeah, I mean, those girls that I fought against, 2 of them were already like world bronze medalists. Like these are very tough women to compete against. So, I mean, I do believe in my abilities. I know I can do it. It all depends on my mindset the day of, and I just had a winning mindset that day, I suppose.
How much is wrestling a mind game?
At that level, I truly believe that at that level, it all comes down to the mind game. So. All of us, we're all super strong. Everyone's got great technique at that level. They're quick, and it all depends on who is mentally prepared on that day for that 6 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 minutes.
Yeah, so.
A lot can change in 6 minutes. How did you first get involved in wrestling?
So I actually started in grade 8. They had an open house at my high school, LeSource. So, I was in grade 8. We were going to explore the LeSource High School. And my dad actually walked into the wrestling room. And right away, he got so excited. He came and found me in the school. I was hanging out with my friends. He dragged me over to the wrestling portable, introduced me to the coach. He's like, Linda, this is a sport you need to try. He always thought I was a strong little girl. So sure enough, a couple weeks later, I'm in elementary school, grade 8, and in the morning announcement, they announced a wrestling program for kids. So I went home and I was like, "Hey, Dad, this is kind of cool. I should try it." And but I said I would only try it if I had a friend, Delphine Amilal, if she would come and join me because I didn't want to be alone. I was scared.
Yeah, for sure.
So for me, it was a very social event in the earlier years there, and yeah, I just got hooked. Like that.
In grade 8.
In grade 8, yeah.
I'm not sure how I would feel if my daughter came home to me and said she wanted to wrestle and she was in grade 8. Was there any sort of convincing you had to do?
No. I said wrestling, and my dad was like, yeah, all in.
Oh, what a great dad.
Yeah. My mom, I think, might have been a little more hesitant.
Maybe that's where she's in
she wanted me to.
She's shaking her head. She's behind Michael right now. She's here with you.
Yeah.
When did you know that this was going from a hobby to competition to the Olympics?
Oh man, I did see a lot of success early on, but that was super tough to handle. So looking back, I did not think I would make it until I'm now 30 years old, still competing. Right, this is most likely my last hurrah here. But no, there are so many times throughout my career that I wanted to stop, and really, it's thanks to my coaches Dave Zilberman and Martine de Grenier who they pushed me along, and they refused to kind of let me give up and quit. So it's incredible that I made it this far thanks to their support.
Amazing. Now, David Tremblay is a name that might be familiar to some of our listeners. He went to the Olympics when the games were in London about 12 years ago. What's your connection with him? How involved is he with your training?
So very involved. His dad was actually my high school coach. So Monsieur Tremblay Senior, David Tremblay Senior, he was our high school wrestling coach. So man, he's a huge mentor. A big reason why I went to Montreal and pursued wrestling in at the senior level. And then his son David, he was also wrestling in Montreal. So I came and joined that club. So I saw him preparing that year for the Olympics. It's super inspiring. And so I've known the Tremblays since I started wrestling. So David's always giving me some great advice and feedback. He's telling me to just enjoy this moment, and he's right. You just got to take it all in right now. So yeah, very big supporters and very inspiring, both of them.
And I'm sure he's ready to sit down with you and talk about your mind game going to the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
100%. What are the opportunities available for women in wrestling around here?
So there are a few clubs around. Is that what you mean? Where can they get started?
I know once you get up there, you have to go to Montreal. That's sort of where some of our best wrestlers come from. But here locally, what do we have to offer?
We do have a lot of high school programs. It's unfortunate we don't have any university programs, so that is something that we are missing in the Windsor-Essex area, because we do see a lot of kids starting, like they try wrestling either when they're younger in high school, and then they kind of let go because there's nowhere to progress if they want to stay here. So unfortunately, they do have to leave. There are great clubs outside, like close, nearby-ish. Western has a team. Brock has a great team as well. So there are some available options, but for the most part, there's nothing really at the junior, senior level in Windsor-Essex. So hopefully one day we can start some programs up.
Yeah. How are you going to prepare in the coming months?
Yeah, so I got about 2.5 months until I compete. For now, I'm going to take a week off of wrestling completely. I'll do some active recovery, some fun activities to stay moving. But then when I go back to Montreal, it's going to be back to the grind, the usual routine, morning practice, evening practices, and just grinding it out until the Olympics.
Amazing. We're definitely going to be following you. I wore my red to support you. It's the only thing I could do. Wrestling was not going to happen today.
Yeah, thank you so much.
But if you come back with a medal from the Olympics, we might need to have a little wrestling.
Sounds good. You bet. I'll hold you to it.
I know you will. All right. Thank you so much.